Coming off a big victory against River Falls last week, our first game of the season. I thought our team played very well. We especially were strong in the running game, piling up 309 yards. Our offensive line was fantastic. Sam Sura did a great job running. Antoine Taylor came in and had some big carries, so that was a definite plus. And then our defense, I thought, really played well. River Falls only had 37 plays in the game due to our offense controlling the football, but our defense, with the exception of really two big plays that River Falls made, I thought played very well. We had a lot of great defensive performances out there. Special teams, I thought we were good. We did miss a 41-yard field goal, but for the most part, I thought our kickers did a great job, and our coverage teams were very solid also. This week we go to University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire. This will be a very, very tough football game for us. They lost to St. Thomas last week 22-17, and they had chances to win that game. They fumbled on the 1-yard line, also had a pass intercepted in the last minute. So they seem to be a much improved football team. We've always had great games with them, so I'm expecting another tough game tomorrow. We are a little banged up. We lost our starting center, Tony Yost, for the year, so that'll change things a little bit in our offensive line. Ben Eli will come in and replace him. But overall, we're looking for another great game. We have to see improvement from game 1 to game 2. That's, I think, where you see the most improvement in a football team. So our guys have had a good week of practice, and we're excited to go to Eau Claire and hopefully come back with another St. John's victory.
St. John's University opened against the University of Wisconsin-River Falls last weekend on a beautiful Saturday afternoon here, and a great crowd for the first game. A lot of good things came out of the game. First of all, we won 27-8, which certainly is the best of the bunch, but a lot of things happened defensively. We did a pretty good job. We just gave up one kind of jump ball, big pass play that led to their only score. But outside of that, for the most part, we did a pretty good job. We did create 4 turnovers. We found out that I think we do have some good athletes that we run pretty well from the line of scrimmage all the way into the secondary. So we came away with a lot of positives, and it certainly is nice being on the field for only 37 plays because the offense did such a good job of controlling the football. Even though we didn't score a ton of points, we did have a great time of possession advantage in the football game, but 4-1. So that was awesome. So those guys did a great job that way, and it turned out to be a great win for us, which gets us hopefully prepared for our second game on the road now at Wisconsin-Eau Claire. They had a tough loss, close game, went down to the wire with St. Thomas. They got behind by 3 touchdowns early and came back and ended up losing by 5 points. And I think they had an interception inside the 5 on St. Thomas's, inside their 5 to end the football game. So they were, I think, a much improved team from last year, and they were pretty solid last year. Their quarterback is a returner, and he looked fairly sharp. They did run 95 offensive plays and move the football. So we'll have our hands full with their running attack is a little different than what it was last year. They don't have the 265, 70-pound running back as they had. They got a couple smaller guys that are maybe a little quicker and do some different things. And they certainly run a quick rhythm passing attack that gets the football out of the quarterback's hands pretty quick from that pistol set. And they spreads it around. I think they threw it 58 times last week. So they spread it around pretty nicely, and it's something we got to be able to ready to cover the entire field at times and get to the football. So hopefully we're up for that challenge, and I know it'll be a good match for us, and it'll be a tough contest. So we're looking forward to going to Wisconsin on Saturday.
Obviously, we played very, very well against River Falls. That all starts at the offensive line, and we were really excited about how well those guys performed. Coming into the year, having only 2 returning starters back on the offensive line, obviously it was a point of concern, but those guys played very well. You know, the stats show with over 300 yards rushing and the time of possession, it's kind of, you know, very, very nice, and you're obviously proud of those guys and what they did. You know, I guess the good thing this week is Eau Claire brings that same front of the defense. The bad part is they're much better at it, I think, and so it'll be a challenge. They're probably a little bit more bigger, maybe a little bit more physical. They play a little bit more man-to-man defense, although River Falls played a lot of man too, with this little tighter man, so they will blitz us, come at us. So there are a lot of similarities between the two defenses, but I think the biggest difference is Eau Claire is maybe a little bit more physical and a little bit more veteran and experienced there. So we will probably need to throw the ball a little bit more than we did last week, and that's fine. I think our guys are up to the challenge. So we look forward to a great battle there, and hopefully we stay healthy.
Yeah, last week was a pretty good showing by the Johnnies against River Falls. River Falls was a good, pretty tough team. It was nice to see our defense flying out there. Made River Falls do a couple turnovers, which helped out the offense and defense for the game-wise and morale-wise. But that's in the past now. We're trying to look forward towards Eau Claire. It's our next opponent coming up. Sounds like they throw the ball quite a bit. And as a corner and secondaries in general, we hope they keep doing that so we can help the offense and the rest of the defense with some more turnovers. And I know that our defense and our offense will have a great game against them because the way they played last week, we can only get better.